right. Thanks, gang. Thanks, Nick. That's very nice. Thanks, Alicia. Thanks, Bob and Don. Congrats on your nomination. I'm really impressed. So this is one of my earliest inventions. This was 1992. I sold this to a company called Kid Power, and I took it home. I was visiting my parents, and I shot it right by my mom. It whizzed right by her head. I was so proud of this toy. And she yelled at me. She said, "That's a terrible toy. Don't sell that to anybody. It's too dangerous." So I knew then that was going to be a hit. So that thing's still selling. So I teach a class on creativity and innovation at Stanford. And good on you, parents, for getting your kids interested in creativity. This is a 21st century skill. It's super important, no matter what profession they go into. At my class at Stanford, I've got students from business, education, engineering. Creativity cuts across all disciplines, so good on you on that. So I always start my class with a little creative workout. Super easy. You don't have to hold anyone's hand. But I gave, everyone should have got a picture frame on their, so find that and find a pen or something to write on. That's the hardest part of this creative workout, if you find that pen in your picture frame. Now, find someone next to you. Find someone next to you, and they should have a picture frame too. So each of you have a picture frame. And in the next 30 seconds, you will draw their face, and they will draw your face. 5, 4, 3. Okay, sign it and then show it to your partner. Sign it and then show it to your partner.
Oh my God, my picture.
So, let me talk a little bit about this exercise. 1, thanks for playing along. 2, I've been surrounded by creative people my whole life. One trait they have is they're comfortable doing back of the napkin sketches. If you want to be more creative, just draw more. Just get more comfortable drawing. And people go, "Oh, Brendan, I can't draw, I can't draw." And I say, "Well, how many drawings have you done this week?" And they say 0 or 1. But then I say, "How many texts or how many emails have you done this week?" Probably a lot for the parents out there. So encouraging your children to draw more will make them more creative in any field. So if your school doesn't have drawing, hire a starving artist and have them come and help with some drawing techniques. It's just a really powerful way to be more creative. I get way more excited when someone says, "Hey, Brendan, check out this drawing of this new idea," versus I sent you an email about the new idea. I'm not going to rush to my computer to see that. A little loud here. So again, what I'm really talking about here is creative confidence. You want to build your creative confidence. There was a belief thousands of years ago, maybe not that far back, called the Dark Ages, that you were born with only so many heartbeats. So why exercise? You'll just die sooner, right? So there's a lot of myth around creativity, like I'm waiting for the big idea. It's not the way it works. You get better and better at it the more you practice at it. All right, let's try another creative workout. This one's even easier. You have to put everything down off your lap and stand up. Let go of everything and stand up. This is a super easy creative workout. So everything's down, relax your hands. Now imagine you're standing out on a beautiful field. It's a gorgeous warm day, slight breeze, blue sky. I'm going to count down. You're going to shut your eyes, and then you're going to blast off and fly around the moon using your imagination. I'm only going to give you 30 seconds, so shut your eyes. 3, using your imagination, you're going to fly around the moon. 2, 1, blast off. Three, 2, 1, land. Open your eyes, sit down. No one fell asleep, that's good. Let me ask you a few questions about this creative workout. How many people wore a spacesuit? The rest of you didn't worry about burning up on re-entry? You're okay? How many people landed on the moon? Yeah, I see more kids' hands than adults. That's great. Did anyone go to build a space station or anything like that? You had time for that. Awesome. In the back, yes. Did anyone go to Mars? No parents did, but the kids did. What this exercise is all about is, again, there's this myth that creative people are always creative all the time. Their head's in the clouds and they just come up with big ideas. I don't believe that's the way it works. I think creative people know how to diverge a little bit longer. That means they know how to come up with more ideas for a little bit longer, then they know how to converge and then get to the answer. As adults, we get really good at converging. There are a lot of degrees out in the audience. We get really good at making decisions, so we can quickly make a decision. So we call it the what's for dinner. So you come home and you see your partner and you say, hey, what's for dinner? Pizza, fish, chicken. All right, let's have pizza. You only had 3 ideas. If you diverged a little longer and had 100 ideas, then chose, you'd probably have a more interesting dinner. So creative people just can stay diverging. So I think kids are much better at diverging. Sometimes they're hard to get them to go this way sometimes, right? So, but you want to keep that sort of inner kid in you and keep diverging. All right, the last concept I want to talk about is to have brilliant ideas, you have to be very comfortable with ridiculous ideas. The guy who started FedEx wrote that as a business paper at Stanford, and he got a C-. Told him not to do it, right? It's so stupid. First time you probably got in an Uber, you thought, this is weird, I'm getting in a stranger's car, right? It seemed probably, when they pitched that to venture folks, they probably thought that was ridiculous. So, to get a really brilliant idea, you got to be very close to ridiculous. So if someone says your idea is ridiculous, that means you're in the right track. It means you're coming close. If they say that's just a good idea, it's probably been done before. So push yourself into a little more ridiculous. The quote of a friend of mine, John Cassidy, I love this quote. He says, dignity is the enemy of creativity. So it doesn't mean you have to be sort of bozo the clown, but it means if you're a little more relaxed and you don't take yourself so seriously, you're going to come up with some better ideas. And if there are any Freakonomics fans out there, in their latest book, they can find no correlation between being serious and being really good at what you do. So I'm really proud of you kids for entering this challenge. Enjoy what Nick was saying, enjoy the process. It's really about building your creative confidence. Keep drawing, keep coming up with ideas, and no matter what field you go into, you can use creativity. So thank you very much.